Why Real Madrid is scaring Europe again. Every season, the same story repeats. People say Real Madrid is finished. They say the team is rebuilding. They say other clubs are stronger. And then, somehow, when the Champions League anthem starts playing, Real Madrid becomes a completely different animal. So the real question is not, are they good? The real question is, why does Europe still fear Real Madrid more than any other club? Let's break it down. The Champions League DNA. You cannot talk about Real Madrid without talking about history. 14 Champions League titles. That's not luck, that's culture. At Madrid, winning Europe is not a dream, it's an expectation. When young players arrive at this club, they don't just join a team, they join a mentality. Other clubs celebrate reaching the semifinals. Real Madrid sees that as the minimum requirement. That psychological advantage matters because in big moments, fear kills teams. Madrid doesn't fear big moments. They feed off them. The new era. Youth with no fear. What makes this version of Madrid even more dangerous is the new generation. Jude Bellingham doesn't play like a young player. He plays like someone who owns the stadium. Vinicius Jr. is no longer just fast and flashy. He's decisive, he's mature, he chooses the right moments. Rodrigo has proven he can score when everything looks impossible. And when you mix that youth with experienced minds like Modric, Kroos, Carvajal, you create something very rare in football: energy and intelligence, young legs, old brains. That combination wins tournaments. Tactical flexibility. Now let's talk tactics. Some teams depend on one style. If that style fails, they collapse. Real Madrid is different. They can control possession, sit back and counter, play through the wings, attack centrally, slow the tempo, or speed up instantly. Carlo Ancelotti is one of the calmest managers in Europe. He doesn't overcomplicate things. He adjusts. And in knockout football, the ability to adapt is everything. That's what makes them unpredictable. And unpredictability is dangerous. Big game players. Some players disappear in big matches. Madrid players grow in them. Look at history. Last-minute goals. Incredible comebacks. Unbelievable Champions League nights. They don't panic when they're losing. They believe. And belief is powerful. When the game becomes chaotic, when the stadium becomes loud, when the pressure becomes heavy, Real Madrid looks calm. That's terrifying for opponents. Smart transfers and long-term vision. Another reason Europe should worry: Madrid doesn't panic in the transfer market. They don't just buy stars. They buy future stars. They invest early. They think long-term. Instead of chasing short-term hype, they build foundations. That's why even when legends leave, the machine keeps running. That's not coincidence. That's planning. The fear factor. And here's the final reason: fear. When teams see Real Madrid in the knockout draw, they don't celebrate. They hesitate because they know history. They know what's possible. And sometimes in football, the mental battle is already won before kickoff. So maybe the question isn't, is Real Madrid the best team in Europe? Maybe the real question is, who can stop them when the Champions League nights begin? Let me know in the comments. Is Madrid winning another European trophy this season? Real Madrid continues to be one of the most feared teams in Europe. It breaks down their Champions League mentality, the powerful mix of young stars and experienced leaders, their tactical flexibility, and the psychological edge they hold over opponents. The video highlights how Real Madrid's culture, smart transfers, and big game mentality make them a serious threat in every European competition.